There's something bigger than you. That also means that there's something smaller than you. But the bigger is not the problem and the smaller is not the problem. It's you. Because the perception of big and of small it's based on how you relate it to yourself. Some reality, big and small, doesn't exist. You can reduce big to small and expand small to big. It's very difficult for the mind to understand how unlimited God is. Because the mind only works with limitations. And whatever you approach with your mind, it will always be limited. And based on this interaction that comes from the mind. So in reality, you are limiting yourself. You must have made already the experience that the mind has this power to reduce something that cannot be understood to something that makes it more accessible for the mind. And this lies within your experience. And as a human being, you literally you're dealing with what you learned. You're dealing with your own experiences. And you're dealing with the limitations that this experience or experiences are causing. You know how difficult it is to communicate with me or let me in? And with this experiences, or this experience of me, this vastness, the space, and then downgrade it to the expression from a limitation of the mind. And to the people who will not believe that it's me. But it's not their problem. They have learned something which has more impact. And which is closer. I am for everyone who is open and willing to connect. For those who are not willing to connect, they connect to something else. People are a product of their experiences. They will always be. They are a product of their conditions. I'm not asking for being recognized. For those who are not willing to recognize, they will recognize something else. If I don't touch their heart, something else will touch their hearts. Or not. We're here to help those who want to be recognized. Because it has to come from the person, not from us. You all have the capacity to connect with us. But he has the capacity to connect with us because we want to connect to him. That's the difference. We have chosen him. But he couldn't hear us in the beginning. That's the only difference. You know, life can choose you. Because life is God. And you're all chosen. Chosen within your experience. You all are here for greatness. All of you. Someone is yellow. Someone is red. Someone is green. Doesn't matter how many colors you have. What color is stronger than the other? It's just within your experience. You see, chosen to make an experience. You're all chosen. And if you want to rise to your excellence, you have to choose excellence. And whatever happens within this excellence will be excellence, will be grace. It doesn't matter what you do. It's what you choose. But because society set rules, these rules became part of reality. It creates a setting for your excellence. But again, it will be part of your experience. And you're chosen anyways, chosen by God. That makes you special. Special and equal. And your world is to be special is separation. But this experience on earth is special. You come from unity to experience separation, to go back to unity. Simple as this, simplicity is within your grace. But the mind tells you that you're more chosen than others. Because the mind judges, regulates, separates, personalized. And this makes you feel special. You would treat each other different if you would recognize the other person in you. Special to be chosen. Special, unique in its form, but as valuable as you. God would never make a difference. And I don't make a difference. But you all need different ingredients. But within this you're all the same. You know, your mind is responsible that you were asleep. There is no magic. And your heart is responsible that you're united. And you all do have a mind and you do have a heart. But it's up to you how you use it. So you're responsible for your own limitations. You're responsible for what you say and what you think. What you love, who you love. But God loves everyone and He doesn't care who you love. He doesn't care if you don't love or recognize. Because everything is within your awareness and your non-awareness. If you grow in this experience so much in your identity that you are losing ground, losing touch to the truth. God will make you fall. Not as a punishment. There is no punishment, but within your experience. Because when you die, you will recognize who did you serve? Your personality or your higher self? You didn't come here to earth because of a punishment. You came here because you were blessed. This blessing will never end. That you don't recognize this blessing, again, lies within your experience. You might not experience blessing within your life, but blessings experiencing you. And when you recognize that you've been experienced by a blessing, you will recognize how special you are, how loved you are. Because this experience as a human is valuable. And there is no material wealth that can be compared with this blessing. You might have experienced that no material thing can fill you completely. No material wealth can make you feel complete. It can make you a slave, but it never can fulfill you in the way that this blessing that you have within you can fulfill you. But it's up to you to recognize it. And you have to feel it if you want to recognize it. And the moment you start to think about things, you will understand that you have the tendency to complicate anything. Complicate your own existence that your mind cannot explain with its limitation itself. Because the mind is responsible for your limitations and not for your blessing. But you have to understand that the mind came with this blessing. Then use your mind to recognize your blessing. There's nothing wrong with that. It's the direction you go, the direction you seek. Seek within your awareness. Seek for the truth. To experience the truth and experience the blessings. And then enjoy it and share it. For those for them. No matter what color, what race, ignorance has no color. Ignorance has only experience. The same like hate and emotions. The mind creates many forms of distractions and uses your frequency you can receive the frequency of love and you can turn it into hate. Because it's your projection that you personalized, occupied by your experience, frequency of love, can turn into something heavy. It doesn't make you rise. But you need to rise.